Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is requested by Kaitlin Baron. In this video I'm going to be talking about horse privileges. So if you've been in your black market part of your account lately, you might have noticed you've got your BM items. There's another little bit that says privileges, and then there's another bit that might say various. Now it's the privileges I'm interested in. Now you would have seen the Eternal Wealth Privilege and the Breeder's Wealth Privilege before because I've talked about those in a different video. And if you're somebody that has Pegasus account or VIP, obviously you're aware of the Pegasus account privilege, which gives you free whips for all of your horses. There's no limit to that. But there's not just these sort of privileges, these specific ones, there are much, much more. There's different sorts of privileges. There's been ones that are item based, so whether it's you give BM items, there's ones that are horse based, whether it activates a certain privilege for a while. There has been equus ones, there's been EC ones. Now, I don't have a list of all of them because there have been so many. Some of them I've never had, some of them I missed out on, some of them I wouldn't have been around for as well. And some of them are limited time only ones, so ones that I might have had in the past but are long gone. Quite common is either a 7-day use privilege or a 30-day use privilege. What I mean by that is sometimes we get promotions where you win the use of, for example, free Chronos timers for the next 7 days, and you've only got 7 days to use those. And once those 7 days end, you can't use them anymore for free. So there was no limit. I could have, if I had 200 horses, I could have put 200 Chronos timers on them because I did have that at one time. There was a time where I had a privilege for Chronos timers. And I could put them on every single blob I did. It was great because it was so much quicker to do things and so few agent points. So that is something that's really good to make use of when it comes around. Now there are things like the Pegasus account. So whenever you have Pegasus account or VIP, you're getting that whip and you can use them as much as you want. It's not a huge deal, but it's nice to have an extra bonus and so forth. Now I've talked about the Eternal Wealth Privilege and the Breeder's Wealth Privilege before, so I'm not going to cover that, but there are videos for that on my channel. So those are money based, so those are dependent, and you get certain amounts of equus for those. Now there was, I do believe, I'm trying to remember when it was, there was a time whenever a horse reached 50 million users, they had a celebration, and one person had the chance to win, I think it was 50 million equus. And it was a privilege, and I can't remember how often they would get 50 million equus, but it was this for this one person. And it's so long ago, I honestly not sure. But if you can find the 50 million users on Horse Celebration, probably somewhere in the forums, you can probably find that out just for how long they actually were given that. So there has been other privileges, like the Musician's Privilege. That was where you were given free Apollo's Lyres for 30 days. There was also another one during a card promo, I think back in 2013, which enabled you to get that, as far as I remember. Now there has been other promos. Some people actually have got certain privileges which give them it for the rest of their forever. Okay. There was one that did come out which was an Apollo's Lyre one as well. Free Apollo's Lyres forever. I still to this day want that privilege because I don't have it, and I think it would be really great to have because obviously you get to make your horse's names colourful, and who wouldn't like that? So there are lots of different privileges out there. There has been other ones to do with Helos Res as well, but like the main ones, the ones that most people have, is the Eternal Wealth Privilege, where you get 1,000 equus per day, and the Breeder's Wealth Privilege. Those are probably the most common ones. And then obviously that Pegasus kind of one. And the other ones are rare. The ones that I'm talking about where you get BM items, or some things, some divines, for example, will activate certain things. So you'll get certain perks for those, or even certain special horses as well, who will activate certain things that will give you certain privileges for a very limited amount of time. They're usually not long-term things. So the privileges are there. You can check out if you have any and see what ones you have. I'd be very interested to hear what ones people have or what ones people have had in the past. I mean, the best one I ever had was Chronos Timers, free for like 10 days or 7 days, and that was fantastic. I could very, very happily spend passes on a promo to get that again because it's worth it when I can put it on any of the horses I breed. I think that was one of the criteria though. I couldn't just use the Chronos Timers that I had for free on any horse. That had to be horses that I'd bred. So it sort of stops people buying loads of horses and throwing Chronos Timers on them and then just selling them. So yeah, they are careful about it. They're not going to be silly and give you complete freebies for nothing. They're going to make sure that they have a certain amount of control over what you use it for. There's also ones for Aphrodite's Tears I've seen quite a lot. It's quite often that people win them in Titans challenges. You sometimes see that if you actually look to see what people have won during those times, the Titans challenges, you generally do tend to see people getting 30-day free tears for use for whatever they want. So thank you to Kaitlin Baron for requesting the video, and I hope you still love it. And bye guys.